I'm not going to use a single Bible verse. I'm only going to read out of the Quran and the Hadith to show you guys that the Quran has actually been corrupted and the Bible is the true word of God.
Di Big Nick, seorang ex-muslim mengungkapkan bahwa salah satu alasannya menjadi Kristen adalah karena ia menemukan bahwa Al-Quran sebenarnya sudah korup atau rusak. Ini bukan pendapat saya tapi pendapat Big Nick. Coba kita teliti bersama-sama cara berpikirnya mengapa dia sampai pada kesimpulan bahwa Al-Quran ternyata sudah rusak. Kita lihat sama-sama.
The shocking part is the hadiths actually contradict this claim that Muslims make about their scriptures not being corrupted. Uthman, who was one of Muhammad's disciples, actually burned every Quranic book except for one, which was documented in Sahih al-Bukhari 4987. This means that the Quran was not perfectly preserved because the one that we have today is only one part of many other copies that were written during the time of Muhammad.
Menurut Big Nick, didasarkan pada hadis Al-Bukhari 49 ayat 87, sebenarnya ada banyak salinan Quran yang mereka tuh berkontradiksi satu sama yang lain gitu ya. Tetapi yang sekarang banyak beredar adalah hanya satu salinan saja. Dan Big Nick menjelaskan berdasarkan hadis yang dia sebut.
In Sahih al-Bukhari 4987, it reads this: Hudayfa bin al-Yaman came to Uthman at the time where the people of Sham and the people of Iraq were waging war to conquer Armenia and Azerbaijan. Hudayfa was afraid of their differences in the recitation of the Quran, so he said to Uthman, "O chief of the believers, save this nation before they differ about the book, as Jews and the Christians did before." So Uthman sent a message to Hafsa saying, "Send us the manuscripts of the Quran so that we may compile the Quran materials in perfect copies and return the manuscripts to you." Hafsa sent it to Uthman. Uthman then ordered Zain bin Thabit, Abdullah bin Azubar, Said bin Alas, and Abdurrahman bin Harith bin Hisham to rewrite the manuscripts in perfect copies. Uthman then said to the three Qurayshi men, "In case you disagree with Zaid bin Thabit on any point in the Quran, then write it in the dialect of the Quraysh." The Quran was revealed in their tongue. They did so, and when they had written many copies, Uthman returned the original manuscripts to Hafsa. Uthman sent to every Muslim province one copy of what they had copied and ordered that all the other Quranic materials, whether written in fragmentary manuscripts or whole copies, be burnt. We clearly see that the Quran was not perfectly preserved but burned by Uthman, the third caliphate.
Jadi itu tadi adalah data langsung dari sumber Islam bahwa sebenarnya Quran tidak sungguh-sungguh dijaga tetapi malah dibakar. Dan ternyata Quran sendiri ada berbagai versi nih yang ternyata bertentangan. Bukan terjemahannya ya, tetapi langsung bahasa aslinya yang merubah keseluruhan arti atau bahkan mengubah makna teologisnya.
Not to mention, the one part of the Quran that was not burned has been manipulated and changed throughout all of the different versions. There are 24 versions of the Quran, with each one contradicting each other. In the Hafs vs. al-Susi version of chapter 2 verse 271 of the Quran, different pronouns are used, with one version saying he and the other version saying we. This changes the entire meaning of the verse because now expiation from some of their sins are attributed to a plural group of people rather than an individual person. This is one out of multiple errors in the different Quran versions. In the Hafs vs. al-Duri version of chapter 2 verse 219, entirely different words are used, with one version saying big and the second saying a lot of. In Quran 21:4, the Hafs version said Muhammad said, "My Lord knows the word in the heaven and the earth." However, in the Warsh version, it omits Muhammad entirely and changes his saying into a command, reading, "Say, my Lord knows the word in the heaven and the earth." Different verbs are used in the Hafs versus al-Bazi version of Quran 3:146, changing the word from fought to was killed, which now invalidates the time frame of the event by changing it from an active to a passive verb. Different pronouns are used once again in this Quran verse in chapter 2 verse 41, whereas in the Hafs version it reads you say, but the Warsh version reads they say.
Jadi itu adalah beberapa ayat yang berkontradiksi ya di versi-versi yang berbeda. Kalau misalnya tadi itu adalah varian penerjemahan, kita masih ngerti gitu ya, karena bisa jadi ada penerjemahan yang berbeda seperti itu ya. Tapi kalau langsung bahasa aslinya, Alkitab sendiri punya ribuan salinan yang sudah di cross check dan punya keakuratan yang tinggi. Ada variasi-variasi teks sebenarnya yang ditemukan, tetapi variasi tersebut sama sekali tidak merubah makna atau merubah doktrin dari agama Kristen sendiri. Jadi tidak mengubah makna teologisnya. Contoh varian teks, ada yang menuliskan Yesus Kristus, tapi di varian teks yang lain menuliskan Kristus Yesus. Jadi sama sekali tidak mengubah doktrin atau mengubah makna teologisnya.
It seems that Allah was not able to guard his word from corruption, even though he promised that he would do this in Surah 15:9. However, Allah promises Muhammad in Surah Yunus 94 that if Muhammad is in doubt concerning what Allah has revealed to him, to consult those reading the Torah and the Gospels, since it is the truth that came from his Lord. It reads, "So if you, O Muhammad, are in doubt concerning that which we have revealed unto you, i.e. that your name is written in the Torah and the Injil, Gospel, then ask those who are reading the book, the Torah, and the Injil, Gospel, before you. Verily, the truth has come to you from your Lord. So be not of those who doubt it." So if the Bible is corrupted like Muslims claim, then the Quran must be corrupted by default, since Allah refers to the Bible as the truth that has come from him directly to his prophet Muhammad, and commanded him not to doubt it. Islam seems to contradict every faction of itself. However, it makes one verifiable claim that the Bible is the truth that has come directly from God. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven, and Islam is one of the many ways to hell. I'd rather trust the New Testament Gospels that were written by the apostles that Jesus walked with, rather than a false gospel written by a man over 600 years later who was married to a girl who hadn't even reached puberty yet.
Dan itulah pendapat Big Nick ya, bukan pendapat saya nih. Jadi menurut kalian bagaimana? Tulis di kolom komentar ya.